In early 2026, Spirit Airlines, America's bright yellow ultra-low-cost symbol, officially declared bankruptcy after carrying losses of more than $2.5 billion. Overnight, 17,000 employees lost their jobs, while check-in counters at 26 major airports stood empty like abandoned towns. So where will 120 Airbus aircraft worth billions of dollars, now scattered across runways, actually go? An airline collapse is nothing like deleting a technology app from the App Store. You cannot press one button to wipe out 120 giant machines weighing hundreds of tons. So who has the right to decide the fate of Spirit's fleet? Today, let us find out on Everyday Things Explained.
Who is the real owner? To understand where these aircraft will go, we first need to correct one classic misunderstanding. Airlines do not actually own their own aircraft. Since the 1990s, global aviation has entered the leasing era. Instead of spending hundreds of millions of dollars to buy aircraft outright, airlines choose to lease them from shadowy financial giants like AerCap or SMBC. Spirit is a typical example of this model, with as much as 76% of its fleet being leased. It simply pays to paint the fuselage yellow and operate the aircraft. When Spirit's cash flow runs dry, the giant falls, but the financial owners behind it do not. They would never let their assets sink along with the airline. The 60-day countdown. The moment a court declares Spirit bankrupt, a fierce asset recovery operation officially begins, thanks to one supreme legal weapon, Section 1110 of the US Bankruptcy Code. This law activates a countdown clock of exactly 60 days. If the airline cannot continue paying its lease, the finance companies receive the highest privilege, bypass every lengthy court procedure, send special ferry pilots directly to the airport, turn the key, and fly the aircraft straight away. But where would they fly when the world has no ready parking space for 120 Airbus aircraft at the same time? A hibernation room in the desert. Their first destination is the deserts of Arizona and California. From above, they look like enormous graveyards, but in reality, they are the greatest high-tech preservation facilities in the world. With humidity consistently below 20%, the desert almost completely prevents metal corrosion. Yet, parking an aircraft here is highly complicated. Mechanics must drain every drop of fuel, because any fuel left behind allows desert bacteria to turn it into thick sludge that destroys the pumping system. The tires are wrapped in ultraviolet-resistant foil, and every opening is sealed tight. Here, they lie in hibernation, waiting for a new wave. Opportunity in a global crisis. Spirit's collapse comes as the world faces a severe aircraft shortage, caused by material defects from the manufacturer. That is why Spirit's 120 Airbus aircraft suddenly become highly desired gold mines. They will be reborn in 3 ways. Some will have their yellow paint stripped away, then wear the colors of competing airlines to carry passengers again. Others will enter a process of organ donation. The most expensive parts, engine units, landing gear, and electronic equipment, will be removed, then sold or leased to other airlines. The rest will have a giant door cut into the side, with every seat stripped out, transforming them into dedicated cargo aircraft carrying your Amazon or FedEx packages. The endless flow. The Spirit Airlines brand may have disappeared, but its physical machines have not. They are not being wasted. They are simply dismantled, repainted, and moved back into the endless flow of the global economy. An airline can leave the market, but its fleet will be inventoried, valued, transferred, and reused in a way far colder than the emotions of passengers or employees. Spirit stops operating, but its aircraft enter a new process, leaving their old flight schedules, passing into the hands of new owners, and continuing to create value. Thank you for watching Everyday Things Explained. See you in the next video.